Hey everyone, my name is James, and in today's vlog, we're going to talk about weddings, we're going to talk about wedding pricing, we're going to talk about workflow, and we're going to talk about how I do things overall when it comes to wedding videography and filming your wedding. So let's talk about that right now. Okay, so when a bride contacts me, whether it's via email or whether I meet her at a bridal show with her fiance, with her mom, whoever's there, I get bombarded with questions, and that's fine. That's normal. I'm expecting that. And one of the first things that I talk about is the length of my films in comparison to others. And it's not a knock on everybody else or other competitors that are out there. I just want them to see a different perspective of what I bring to the table. And by that I mean, I get her to sit down and watch one of my wedding films. Usually they've already watched them, which is why they've come to me to talk to me. But if you'll notice, my wedding films are around 20 minutes long at least. And when brides hear that, they're like, wow, that's so awesome. Or, I get some kind of other reaction like, talking about the audio and stuff that's in there. But the reason I do that is because, one, there are no packages of any kind. And let me come back to that point in just a second. But the main point and the reason they're that long is because I am there when you start, and I'm there almost when you start, and I'm there basically to when you leave. So that allows me to capture everything that I need to capture: drone footage, audio, detailed shots, you name it, everything that I need to capture. So that way your wedding film is the best that I can make it when I leave, and of course when you get it. When I've done packages in the past, I've just felt restricted. When I've done a 6-hour package or a 4-hour or a 5-hour or whatever, I've just always left, the venue thinking, man, I could have got this shot, or if I had some more time, I could have got that shot, or I could have got some drone footage of this and that. So basically, I eliminated all the packages per se. I start when you start, I leave when you leave, and that way, when I leave the site in the venue that evening, I'm comfortable knowing I've got everything that I could have got, everything that I possibly could have got, and I go back, throw it on the machine here, and just start going to town. That's when part 2 of the fun begins. So, like I said, I'm there all day with you, and I get as much as I can, have as much fun as I can with you, and hopefully and usually, I feel, produce a beautiful wedding film. I look at these other wedding films that are out there that are like 3 to 8 minutes, and you get snippets of the ceremony and snippets of the toasts, and you hear snippets of maybe something else, but in between all that is what I call white space or white noise. And what makes my films different is I grab as much audio as I can throughout the day from the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, the parents, anybody that I can get a hold of to talk about you, to talk about your fiance, and I fill all that space with audio, and it just, to me and to everybody that I've talked to, it just makes the film flow so much better. I just think it sounds more professional. I think it looks more professional. And the other thing that I point out to the bride and the groom is, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you've got your family going, and maybe you're still in touch with your, maybe you're in touch with your bridesmaid still, maybe it's some that you haven't talked for a while, but when you sit down to watch your video again, then you hear all those, close friends that you had all the time at your wedding. You hear all the memories flood back into your special day, you hear their voices, you hear everything going on throughout the day, and that's my goal, is to bring you right back into the middle of that, of your wedding day, just to help you relive those moments. So it's the length of the film, it's the audio. I also capture a lot of what I call behind the scenes, or bloopers, if you will. Sometimes there's a lot of fun moments that happen throughout the day, so I can plug those in at the end. Some of my wedding films, if you see those, have those at the end. And again, I'm just there to maximize my time with you and to produce a beautiful wedding film with you, and to help it be the best that it can be, for you. So, you're paying a good amount of money for me to be there all day, and I just don't want you to feel like, because I know I feel this way, that if I had somebody there all day and I got my wedding film back and it was like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes long, I'd be thinking, where's the rest of everything going on? So anyway, that's why mine are different. That's why mine are much longer. And I just, put as much effort as I can into making the best film for you guys as I can. I use professional audio. I use professional lighting. As you've seen clips throughout this video here, we'll light up certain events, such as your ceremony or such as your toasts, cake cutting, things like that, to make your film look the best that it can. So anyway, I won't drag this on too much longer, but again, I just wanted to emphasize those points with you of, why my services and why my films are much different, and the perspective that I come from when I step on site and step onto that venue to film your wedding. That's what I've got in mind, and that's what I'm after when I'm there to film your wedding. So anyway, hope that brings things into perspective. Hope that helps answer some questions for you guys. If there's any questions that you have regarding wedding videography, please let me know. I've worked with a whole truckload of photographers around the area, both here and in Orlando. Can give you lots of good references, and I just have a great time, when I'm on site filming your wedding. So with that said, we'll go ahead and close this down, but I hope that answers some questions. I hope that gives you some perspective of how I roll, what I do, the fun I have, and of course the beautiful wedding that I give back to you to view for years to come. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next vlog.